Trump called it, though. Oh, did he call it? Did he ever call it? Ladies and gentlemen, I am resolutely committed on this show to exposing the deep state. And today, I'd like to introduce you to the deep state queen. Hillary Clinton? No. Donald Trump exposed it yesterday because he clearly knew something was up. Donald Trump on True Social. Here's Biden sitting with Lisa Monaco, second in charge of the Justice Department, probably working on future plots and schemes against Republicans. Boom, June 19th, 2023. What happens today? The number two at the DOJ, who I'm sure she knew about it, supervised the deal with Merrick Garland to give Hunter Biden a sweetheart deal on a gun charge and a tax evasion charge where he gets no jail time, gets to plea, and the Biden administration goes, oh, look, it's all over. Forget about the international influence peddling and all the tapes I played for you last week of Joe Biden engaged in international blackmail schemes and getting people fired looking into it.
How about that?
How about that is right. You think Trump tweeted that out yesterday by accident? This is episode number 2426 of Donald Trump Was Right Again.
Wow.
Now, folks, again, talking about it now is kind of dumb. I should have just mentioned it yesterday. Regardless, on my reputation, I swear to you, I saw this come out yesterday in the Washington Post, and I'm thinking to myself, something is definitely up. The Washington Post put out this piece with the hapless Carol Leonnig and Aaron Davis, who cannot get a story right ever. I have experience with this one. What a mess. I'll never forget that Secret Service story about the agent driving into the barricade. She had to change 20 times because she couldn't get the story right. Here's Carol Leonnig at the Washington Post. This is yesterday, folks. They are setting you up in an Admiral Akbar trap like you've never seen. FBI resisted opening probe into Trump's role in January 6th for more than a year. Look at the names in the piece, folks. Look at the names. You think it's an accident? Trump tweets out a picture with Lisa Monaco, the deuce at Department of Justice, the number 2.
Wow. Lisa Monaco. So wait. She's the one. It's saying here, General Lisa Monaco, tried a cautious course aimed at restoring public trust in the department, while some prosecutors below shaft feeling top officials were shying away from looking at evidence of potential crimes by Donald Trump and those close to him, the Post found. Is she the same one that was sitting with Joe Biden? These people are unbelievable.
The Washington Post is setting you up. Someone at Justice clearly knew this sweetheart deal with Hunter Biden was going to come out today. So to make the Justice Department, to put some lipstick on this pig, they launch an article with the friendlies at the Washington Post the day before going, the Department of Justice is not partisan. Matter of fact, they didn't even want to prosecute Donald Trump. Joe, what a coincidence. What a coincidence. Justice is done. Here, read the word. Read the wording. Read the wording. A wariness about appearing partisan, institutional caution, and clashes over how much evidence was sufficient to investigate the actions of Trump and those around him all contributed to the slow pace. Garland and the Deputy Attorney General, Lisa Monaco, charted a cautious course aimed at restoring public trust in the department, while some prosecutors below them chafed, feeling top officials were shying away, looking at evidence against crimes by Donald Trump and those close to him. Top 10 regrets of my podcasting radio show career yesterday. I would have, because anyone could talk about it today, but totally. I so wanted to put this out there and go, just wait. Something is going to go down tomorrow. And I didn't do it. And that's on me. And I failed you. Those in the chat, I totally failed you. I let you down. I freaking knew it. I knew something was up. There is simply no way that the Washington Post is writing an article about how their best friends, Merrick Garland and Lisa Monaco, two absolute political hacks, the queen of the deep state, which I'm going to get to in a second. There is simply no way they are writing a hit piece on them because they went easy on Trump. No freaking way.
Nope.
They knew this was going to happen. Hunter Biden getting off today in a scam to end all scams. Again, where are the civil rights activists? You hear a peep from them? Freaking crickets, bro. Crickets. You know how many young black and Hispanic kids are spending time in the clink for the exact same charge? Not Hunter Biden. Young.
That's the part that I don't like. That's the part that pisses me off. Like, your father still got to bail you out of situations like that? A grown-ass man? And all the charges is getting dropped? Because you know all their hands are dirty. Shaking deals under the table. The same rules and laws don't apply to me and you. They don't apply to them. Because they could do all type of dirty deals and everything's gone. Meanwhile, me and you, we got to go to jail. We got to do that time. Unless it's something for them to, unless there's some type of plea deal that's for them to benefit off of it. If not, you're doing that time. Just like Dan there said. We doing that time. Hunter Biden, everything that charges, everything that dropped. Nah, do your time like the rest of us. The same laws should apply to everybody. You breaking the law, you should do time like everybody else that doesn't have money, that doesn't have power. This is just ridiculous. This is abuse of power. You're not above the law. You're just like the rest of us. Or because they got money and power, then what's the sense of having the law then? If it don't apply to you? This shit is, man, it's pissing me off, man.
Connected white guy. Where are all the critical race theorists now? Why aren't they asking questions of Karen in chief, Lisa Monaco, and her white boss and the white president? Why? Because race questions only matter when they're intertwined with political power for them. When they involve actual racial discrimination, they don't seem to give a shit.
Nope.
I'm serious. I was joking around, but I genuinely regret not bringing this up to you yesterday. Not because of who's right and who cares? That's stupid. There's nothing to do with it. She would have been better prepared for today's news. And I let you down, man. I'm really pissed at myself. I want to play this video for you from Fox News. This was David Spunt a long time ago, by the way. Now do you get what's going on? The Washington Post was totally working the refs here. 100% working the refs. They knew exactly what was going to go down. Here's Fox months ago talking about how the decisions about Hunter Biden and all of this was being marshaled together by who? Yeah, Lisa Monaco. God save the Queen. Check this out.
Ultimately, Martha, Attorney General Merrick Garland, Deputy Attorney General Lisa Monaco, these are characters that are being briefed on the Hunter Biden investigation. We reported on Fox News just about a month and a half ago that the grand jury looking into potential charges for Hunter Biden ended its term over the summer.
Thanks a lot. Someone in the chat said, you didn't let us down, you know, the Bongino rule. But no, this is different. The Bongino rule doesn't apply here because this was just my opinion that something was going to happen. And it was opinion based on informed speculation about how the Washington Post works. I should have put that out there, man. Lisa Monaco is the deep state queen. She is knee deep, ladies and gentlemen, in multiple scandals. It's now clear they were working the refs, the American public, putting this piece out to the Washington Post to prep you for Monaco and Garland to give you the giant double-barreled moving middle finger, which I don't think I've done yet. That's a first time.
Kind of remind me of Stone Cold.
So who is Lisa Monaco? I'd argue to you she's even more dangerous than Merrick Garland. Lisa Monaco has been knee-deep in multiple scandals. Shall we go through the list? She's the deuce at the DOJ, don't forget. Knee-deep in the Enron scandal. Knee-deep as Mueller's chief of staff. She was Bob Mueller's chief of staff? Yes, sir. Knee-deep in probably advising the Mueller probe. She was knee-deep in Spygate when they were spying on Donald Trump. Who was the counterterrorism advisor to Obama? Oh, my gosh. Lisa Monaco. So weird.
What?
The Trump prosecutions. She's the DOJ number 2 as they keep throwing the book at Donald Trump with fake charges. The Hunter Biden case, knee deep in that. How do I know? I just played it for you and showed you the Washington Post article about it.
Girls are the devil.
She's also knee deep in the January 6th case as well.
Is it anything that she's not involved in? Are you guys listening? Are you guys hearing this? She's literally involved in so many different cases. It's just crazy. Even goes back to Obama. I wonder if it goes back even further than that. And it's funny thing how the left always was advocating, remember, well, they still are advocating for all these strict gun laws. Want to take away your rights? The same should go with Hunter Biden. No, same gun laws goes for everybody. Go to jail. Do that 3 to 5 years, man. Oh, you daddy's little boy. You don't want to go to jail. Oh, it's too rough in there for you, huh? Listen, if I was rich and my son break the law, I'm sorry, son, I brought you up better than that. You got to do your time. You got to learn. Can imagine the stuff that we are not hearing about. That is the scary part.
I'll show you something real interesting about that. Hit my mic with the moving double barrel middle finger. Now, there's an older article from 2014 I've used in the past. It's by Sidney Powell, but it's worth your time. It's from 2014. It's in the newsletter today. It's about the queen of the deep state, Lisa Monaco. It's in my newsletter today, Bongino.com/newsletter. By the way, if you're liking the shirt today, more on that at the end of the show. The website, the newsletter is going to be loaded today. I don't think you push it there, but this article, please read it. This is from 2014. All the president's muses. Obama and prosecutorial misconduct. Obama chose Lisa Monaco to be his counterterrorism advisor. Was that because of Lisa Monaco's experience with the terror of a prosecutor, Leslie Caldwell, also from the Enron task force, who now heads the criminal division of the Justice Department? Caldwell spearheaded the destruction of Arthur Anderson. Oh, look at this. She's involved in another scandalous case, the Arthur Anderson and the Enron takedown. Who did she work with, Lisa Monaco? Try to follow me today. Who did she work with on this scandalous Enron case where they screwed up so much stuff they got spanked by the court system? Lisa Monaco, who did she work with? What if I told you it was, no way, Andrew Weissman? That's crazy. You mean discredited number 2 for Bob Mueller in the Mueller investigation? Mueller's deputy? Yes, same guy. MSNBC guy? Yeah, look, right there. No, right there. Sidney Powell notes, and there was also her close connection with the FBI, where she served as Bob Mueller's chief of staff. Apparently, while Enron Task Force Director Andy Weissman also served as special counsel to Bob Mueller. This is so crazy. They all know each other. It's so weird. Weissman later became general counsel for the FBI, while Monaco was heading the department's national security division. It's like you follow the money, man, and you find they all like know each other, and everybody's getting it so weird.
It's the same thing like with BLM, and BLM mostly for the who? The left, right? Follow the money. BLM was also supporting who? LGBTQ. Who has Biden been advocating for? LGBTQ. Who Al Sharpton on advocating for? BLM. And then it wasn't the FBI so-called. You guys realize you hear nothing from that anymore, right? Remember the BLM was being investigated by the FBI? Let me know if you guys will find out whatever happened to that. That 90 so-called $1 million. Let me know in the comments, please, because I would really like to know.
That's so crazy. How does that happen? You know, she's knee-deep in the January 6th prosecutions, too, as the deuce over at DOJ, right? Here's Tom Cotton up on Capitol Hill, picked up something really interesting about the January 6th case. How they're using a unique interpretation of obstruction of an official proceeding to prosecute the January 6th guys and gals, but not to prosecute Antifa or anyone else that storms a courthouse anywhere. And who's he asking the questions to? Yes, ma'am. One, Lisa Monaco. Take a look.
I want to turn my attention to something for which you do have responsibility, though. There's a criminal statute, Section 1512, entitled Tampering with a Witness, Victim, or Informant. Most of that statute focuses on the altering, destruction, or hiding of records to be used in official proceeding. Ms. Monaco, are you aware of this statute?
Yes.
Do you know when it was adopted?
It was adopted, if memory serves, after the financial collapse of Enron and other corporate malfeasance.
In 2002, after the Enron scandal in a law called the Corporate Fraud and Accountability Act of 2002. It also includes a catch-all phrase prohibiting not just the destruction, hiding of evidence, but also any acts that, quote, otherwise obstruct, influence, or impede an official proceeding. The department is currently using that catch-all provision to prosecute hundreds of Americans for their actions on January 6, 2021 on the grounds of the United States Capitol. I want to be clear, I'm not talking here about persons who committed violent acts against law enforcement officers.
This Lisa Monaco has some really strange readings of the law. Crazy how her and Andrew Weissman completely screwed up the Enron scandal, got there smacked around by the court system for abuses of power, and yet they keep failing up the ranks. It's so strange. And then she's got this rather unique reading of the January 6th case and a rather unique reading of apparently the Presidential Records Act. It's almost as if the queen, Lisa Monaco of the deep state, is making this all up as she goes along. And conveniently, it breaks today that Lisa Monaco, the deuce at the DOJ, apparently must have signed off at some point on this decision to give Hunter Biden a sweetheart deal while a bunch of young black men and women and poor white men and Hispanic men who don't have legal protection are in jail on gun crimes. And that's good. We want people in jail if you use the gun in a crime. Except it's weird how the anti-gun white patriarchy left seems to want to give Hunter Biden a pass on the exact same charge, and Lisa Monaco's knee-deep right in that whole thing. So strange. And you know what's even weirder? That her buddy, Andy Weissman, who they worked together at the FBI, at the DOJ, on the Enron case, while Bob Mueller was the FBI director, who later went on to investigate Trump with Weissman, while Monaco was in the White House. You know what's strange? Weissman seemed to know in advance about Donald Trump getting indicted, just like it appears someone at the Washington Post had an idea Hunter was going to get indicted the next day too. Really, really strange. I'll show you what I mean. Stay tuned.
And it goes to show you how dirty some of these politicians are. And they got deep pockets. And it's almost like that's why I personally believe, and a lot of people agree with me at the same time. That's why they didn't like Trump. Because remember, Trump was never political. Pretty much his whole life, never been political until he decided to run for president, right? Trump, I think Trump was the oddball for them. Plus, he had the money at the same time, so they couldn't really buy him. You see what I'm saying? And I think Trump was the American of all Americans. He's not. Listen, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We all know how that goes. Trump says whatever comes on the top of his mind. Some things he should keep to himself. But hey, people like to speak their mind, and that's just the way it is. And I think they couldn't buy Trump. But Trump was exposing them left and right. He's ruining everything for them. So what other choice do they have? Come on, Tank. We got to get him out of here. I don't know how they did it, but I still don't believe Joe Biden got all them votes. I'm just saying, that is my opinion. I don't believe that Joe Biden got all those votes that they said he did in 2020. No way. No way. They had to get him out of there because Trump was the oddball. If you look at politicians' career, it normally goes on till they pretty much in their 90s or 100, maybe until they die in that seat. They don't ever give it up. Why? It's almost like I don't know how to put it into words, but it's like I don't want to say cult, but because Obama is the same thing. Obama only pops up with certain things. He still plays his role, and we all know he's rated. I'm surprised he speaked up the other day about the submarine. Why he was like, why we paying so much attention to the submarine? There's other more important things. I forget what happened, and I forget where it was. And it was like 700 people on a boat, and something happened with the boat, and like 100 some people died. If you guys know the story, let me know in the comments. But it goes to show you, man, that they don't care about none of us. Just like Dan said, there's young black Americans, Spanish, poor whites that don't have the power behind them when they commit certain crimes to get out of it. We have forced and we have to do that time. Just like Hunter Biden should have did his time. Even though he pled guilty or charges still dropped. The same rules that me and you are abiding by, they don't. Because they could get that clear right out. Give me guys sick about the comment. This is just unbelievable. And that's why a lot of people want Trump in there to clean house. Because right now, the system is dirty. It needs cleansing. All right? I'm surprised this Lisa Monaco is still there. How does she still have this much power in there? You guys give me a take in the comments, man. This is just crazy and it pisses me off. They advocate for stricter gun laws while giving him a pass for breaking the gun laws. Make that make sense, right? I'd love to hear you guys take in the comments, man. Until then, I'll catch you guys in this video. Peace out. You guys have a blessed day. And let's like before I go, remember he was saying before in the video, where's all these civil rights activists? Where are they? The ones I'm speaking up about all these gun laws and this, that, and the terror. Where are they? Oh, they're mighty quiet. Catch you guys later.